I'll just hit the status stuff just for our guys. The two guys that will be listed as out for the game were Dunes and Chase Young, questionable. We'll just kind of see how today goes and all that good stuff. Is Tolly, Trey Palmer, Trevor, and Vele. So those will be the guys on the injury report. Other than that, we're all here, we're ready to go. We're gonna have a good practice today, this afternoon at UW at Husky Stadium, and then from there we'll get into our normal routine. So it should be good to go.
Do you anticipate Fuaga practicing?
Yeah, we're just gonna see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how his day goes. We'll be practicing in a couple hours, and so we'll just take it. He's gonna be a true just take it minute by minute.
Kellen, did Chase Young travel with the team? Like, what goes into ruling someone out on Thursday versus Friday?
Yeah, just as far as the status, because we got a little later practice today, so he'll be out. He will not practice for sure, and so he won't be available for the game. But he did travel with us.
And how is like I know a big part of rehab is kind of like how you respond the next day. How has Trevor kind of responded throughout this week as he's kind of upped the workload a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's been progressing well for him. I thought he's done some work each day, and so heading in the right direction. He looks good, feels good. He's responding well to all the progress that he's making, and so again, just a day by day thing. When you come back from something like this, you just got to take it day by day.
With Dylan Radin's out and Trevor Penning still kind of feeling things out, how confident do you feel about the guys that you have behind there that could potentially step in? And is that a place where you look at a guy like Torricelli Simpkins who stood out during the preseason?
Yeah. Obviously, we feel like we got some depth there. We've had to navigate some injuries, but we feel like that group's ready to go, and so we feel like we got enough guys in that group that however this offensive line situation kind of plays out with these potential injuries, we'll be just fine.
How do you feel like he's done at guard? I know once he switched to center, he kind of found his rhythm a little bit, but how is he at guard to you, Simpkins?
Torricelli?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job. Obviously, just the way preseason went, he ended up playing a ton of center just because Will got hurt. But we loved him at guard too. And so once we kind of got everything settled a little bit offensive line wise, then obviously he was able to play more and more guard. And so we feel like we got plenty of flexibility there.
What is it that stood out to you about Torricelli and the opportunities you've gotten to see him?
Yeah, the thing that jumped out was his play style early. I thought just his physicality, the way he played, and I thought as we went through preseason, what you saw was just more steadiness. Just like for any young guy, it just comes down to the consistency. He's got the play style right. Now we got to keep it under control, tame it a little bit. But we feel like we got an awesome player in him, and so we felt great about it.
Would you say Radins is more week to week or day to day?
Who is that?
Dylan Radins.
Oh, Dylan. Yeah, we'll just kind of see. Obviously, he's not going to go this week. We'll just kind of see how things respond, and take it kind of next week. We'll see where he's at. Kind of put a plan of action. If it takes a little bit more time, we'll just see how it goes. So,
Kellen, how much time this week have you spent kind of replicating some sort of environment to get ready for the atmosphere in Seattle from a noise perspective, from kind of a silent count perspective?
Yeah, Freddie's our music guy during practice, and so he's definitely cranked it up. We've talked a lot about it. It's a great advantage for this place. It's a special stadium, just the way it's designed, and the fans and the investment that they put into it. And so it'll be a fun challenge for our guys, and I feel like I think our guys will handle it well.
Hey, Kellen, you mentioned that you like these kind of road trips just for the team bonding aspect. Being out here a day early, are y'all going to be able to do any sort of team outing, or is this just kind of like as if you were at home, like in terms of the schedule?
Yeah, really today, we were able to get out here last night, and then it allows us to have a full normal Friday today, with the exception of we'll travel over to Husky Stadium for practice, which would be great for our guys to get outside, be kind of in this climate and this environment. I think the time zone application will be nice just being out here for a couple days, and we'll let the guys kind of spend some more time together, which I think is always the special part about these road trips in the NFL. It's guys that get to go on the road, grab a great meal, spend some time together in the hotel, and so I feel like there's a lot of positives to these road trips.
Kellen, one thing Spencer said on Wednesday was you're encouraging him to, 3-pointers and layups, no contested mid-range jumper, stuff like that. And, just in terms of that visual, why do you think that's helpful? And also just over the first 2 weeks, how do you feel like Spencer has taken kind of the plan and executed the plan as far as what you guys want to see from him?
Yeah, I think there's always ways we're trying to, talk about the messaging and the approach, and sometimes it can apply to other sports. And so we always feel like lately, just the basketball reference, the way the NBA has become such a 3-pointers and layup game. There's a lot of correlation sometimes in the pass game, as far as when you take these shot plays or you have these aggressive opportunities in a play call. If they're there, take them. Those are 3-pointers. Those are those shots that when you get it, don't hesitate. But if not, we're finding those checkdowns and those easy completions, and those are the layups. And where it's a check down to Alvin, a guy on a shallow cross, whatever it may be. Just finding different ways to message that. I thought Spence has done a really nice job the first couple of weeks of it. I think he's done a really good job of just command, decisiveness. He's playing fast. That's everything you want out of him.
Do you kind of design your offense then so that there aren't kind of the Tracy McGrady mid-range jumper, or is it kind of like do those exist, or is it like quarterback dependent to kind of make the decision to stay away from that?
I mean, naturally, concepts do have mid-range shots in there, but I think especially in the play action game, a lot of play action plays tend to be a little bit more of vertical route tree, whatever the pass concept is, and then usually you got outlets underneath them. There's still some mid-rangers. We're not eliminating it completely. We're not going straight, Mike D'Antoni, but we got some things in there.
Anything else?
Is that your guy, D'Antoni? Is that the basketball? There's a lot of basketball metaphors, so I'm just curious who is your guy?
Well, I was just trying to think 3-pointers and layups. Phoenix Suns, Steve Nash. Yeah, we can probably go down a few other roads, but yeah, we're always trying to find different references.
All
Do you
right.
find, sorry, just real quick, do you find, I kind of addressed it, but like that Spencer is just taking the layups when the threes aren't there? Like, how do you feel like that balance has been for him?
Yeah, I think he's been really decisive with his decision making. I think he's still willing to push the ball downfield. I think that's the biggest thing. You don't want to. I'm very conscious of how you speak to quarterbacks. I think you got to be, you don't want them to play a passive game. You want them to have the confidence and comfort and understanding that, hey, when the shots and the opportunities are downfield, like just take them, just go for it. Don't hesitate one bit, and just understand you got these great outlets in these passing game concepts. And I think through the first couple of weeks, and we saw it through training camp. That's what stood out with Spence was, he was an aggressive player while still making really good decisions and getting the ball out of his hands when he has to.
What do you think has been like the success like behind his sack avoidance so far this season? Because college, a lot of sacks last year. There were a bunch. Obviously, the roster was kind of weird when he played. But like, what are you guys doing to kind of help cut that down?
That's a good question. I think quarterbacks have a lot of say in that, as far as just their understanding of where their outlets are, their completions. I think Spence has done some really good job of just getting the ball out of his hands. His legs have come alive on a few occasions. I thought we've put together a couple good protection plans. There's always challenges every week, and so we will navigate this thing each and every week, and we'll just see where it takes us.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kellen.